Number 16's place, we have the burst quad launcher. The reason I chose this is because it's not the best weapon design and it doesn't really have the potential of being a high rank, and it just doesn't do as much damage as you thought it would, and it's a lot of gold for a pointless weapon that doesn't do that much damage. It was released in Chapter 2. Number 16, we have the Nighthawk. It's a pretty decent weapon, but with 44 to the body, and came out in Chapter 2, Season 6. It's a pretty good weapon, and it does a lot of damage, but you just need the gold for it. In number 14, we have the Marksman 6-shooter. It's not the best weapon, but it can do damage, as shown in the clip. It came out in Chapter 2, Season 6, and it's a pretty good weapon. And when you rapid fire, it's really good with close quarters, and you can do a lot of damage, so that's why it makes this in the 14th place. Number 13 spoil will be the flintlock pistol and the exotic one, and it's only found in the laser beam cup, so it's not the best weapon, but it does do great significant damage to the head, and it can one tap, so it's one of the best. I'd have to say one of the best movement exotics there is in this tier list. In the number 12 spot, we have the Storm Dragger. I couldn't find footage of the exotic one, so I just used the legendary. But it's a really good weapon, except from the way it is, how it's laid out. I don't like how it can track the storm, and it's not a really good weapon. I have to say, it does have really nice long range, and it can be used very, very well. And it does 212 to the damage, I'm pretty sure. It's the same as Legendary. I think it came out Chapter 1 time, so yeah. I wouldn't consider picking this up in Chapter 6, but yeah. In 11, we have the Hot Rock Dualies. They're a pretty good weapon, doing 70 head and 40 body. It's just the movement isn't as great as it should be, and it's a low expected fire rate. If you can hit your shots, it might be great, but it's only really used for close quarters, and it's never that good if you're in a final 1v1 situation and they have a really good shotgun. I would not condone using this. Please don't use this. It's a decent weapon. That's why I put it at 11, but I do not think you guys should use this. So yeah. Next we have the 11, or 10, sorry about that. But in 10 it is the burst pulse rifle. It does do good damage. If you can hit your shots, it's great, and it doesn't need to be that bad. But when you don't use it anymore because of the other ARs. If it was in Chapter 6, it wouldn't have as good ARs. And the body, when you do the hip fire, it's not as good as it is. It's not even burst, so that's why I put this in 10. It does do good damage, and if you have good aim, I would recommend. In number 9, it is the heisted run and gun SMG. It's a pretty decent weapon, but it's kinda, you don't want to use it because it's kinda like a regular gold weapon, so yeah. It only restores your sprint, which is just not the best, and you cannot use it. I would recommend taking the other SMG basically you just want to use that instead of the other. In number 8, it is the slightly better SMG, the heisted blink mag SMG. It's better than the P90, the heisted running gun SMG, because of that ability. When you reload, you have the teleportation, and it's way better than an average SMG, a twin mag SMG. So I would definitely pick it up. Definitely if you're in reload and you get the dev chest, definitely would use it. But when it first came out, it was broken if you had good aim and you could hit your shots. Like, it's broken. That's why you should be using it a lot. If you got a chance to use it when it came out, it's just insane when it first came out. So yeah. I think that it came out in chapter 5.
Definitely someone over
in
here
number
somewhere.
7, we have the boom sniper rifle. The only reason I've rated this
hey,
higher
buddy.
is because
Why don't you calm down?
the damage. In
The next
number
weapon in
number
we have
6
the
is
flame weapon, and it's very good for the
flame weapon.
If you have good aim, and it does 290 headshot.
It does 290 to the head, and it's overall really good weapon. Up next is the dub shotgun. The dub shotgun, I don't have much gameplay for this, but it's a great shotgun. Definitely would use it for movement, but that's about it. And it's pretty good weapon overall. It does some good damage. The only thing I dislike is how when you're shooting, you have to stay crouched, and because it just launches you so far, and it's not the best weapon that is in this tier list. So, yeah, it's alright. I have to give it to you, but it's kind of just a bit. It's underwhelming. When it first came out, it was better than how it actually is now because of the weapon, the damage of the weapon, and that's the reason I put this in 6.
Let's
in
go.
number 4, we have the Shadow Tracker. The reason is because it does decent damage, and it's a
Oh my
really
gosh, I
good
almost lost my
weapon
head.
for squads
They have the
if you
Mandalorian
want
sniper.
to locate the thing.
No, you're not healing, bro.
location
Come
of
on.
the
What
enemy.
do you think this?
Up there in number 3 is the high-steady accelerant shotgun, and it's a really good weapon because of this it gives you the pepper effect, and it's a very good thing. So yeah, and it's pretty good, so I would definitely say you should use it a lot, and it does decent damage, has decent hip fire, and if you can aim, it's a deadly weapon. In number 2, we have the Red Eye Exotic. It's a really good weapon, and you should definitely pick it up if you want it in your loadout, because it's great for zero build, but not as good for build. But you can do that much damage, and you just destroy your opponents. So that's the reason I placed this in number 2, and it's a very good weapon, so I would definitely say picking it up, and that's why I put it in number 2. In number 1, we have the heavy version instead of the high-steady accelerant. It is way better, and it can one-tap builds, and it also can do decent damage. I think it can do 192 to the head, so that's why I put this in first. And if you guys want to see more content, please make sure to like and sub, and if you guys want to see more tier lists, please comment about what you want them to be, and I will be taking answers. See ya!